shallow maze.
Budget, Senate, and senators, we only take our allowances, our salaries. And I've always been saying it. When you look at the budget of this year, and you look at that of last year, some people are saying, oh, why has the National Assembly increased its budget? Because there are questions you are likely to ask. I said 128 billion naira was budgeted for in 2023. Even 2022, almost the same thing. That budget then was 11 trillion naira. They raised it to 13. But now it is 28 trillion. Are you saying that the budget for the National Assembly will remain the same, even when the national budget has been doubled? Are you saying that the National Assembly, the legislative and arm of government budget will remain the same, even when that of the judiciary has increased? But nobody will ask questions about other sectors' budget. And now go and work out the percentage of the budget of those who that are even doing the budget. It is not up to 1% of Nigeria's budget. And now, when the budget is now passed, and they start exercising the budget, whatever the bureaucracy of the National Assembly does with the budget of the National Assembly, people will raise eyebrow, as if it is a new budget, as if it is another appropriation, as if it is money taken out of the provision of the appropriation for the National Assembly. So we will not now monitor what we have put into works, what we have put into water resources, what we have put into health sector. So for us, and for us in the Senate, the 10th Senate, we have vowed that we are going to do only that thing that will promote the development of Nigeria. And then this issue of budget party, why they are even pigeonholing the Senate, is quite very strange, very curious, very astounding, very astonishing. Because the Senate, the House of Representatives, the Department of Budget, and the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, and that of Ministry of Finance, we do the budget together. So why is someone now pigeonholing it on the Senate and the leadership of the Senator Akpabio? Is Akpabio the Senate? It's just a mere primus inter pares. Is he the Senate? If I raise up my hand and they are voting in the Senate and they vote against something, it's going to carry the same weight that of Akpabio will carry. So why are we mentioning his name? Why is anybody mentioning his name? And why is anybody? Because when you talk of Senate and when people refer to him, it's as if it's the one who will call just few members into one room and write the budget and just send it out. And so it is. The House of Representatives and the Senate, we did the budget together, joint sessions. You all attended the joint sessions. After the presentation by the president, then we came back to the committee rooms. We attended either in the reps or in the Senate here. So we did all those things. We passed the budget together. I am a member of the appropriation committee, like our brother. But thank God we have put everything in the right perspective. And the summary of it is that it is now obvious, it is open, that there's nothing like budget party. That the misconception is an error of arithmetic and innocence of procedure. Because the so-called 3 billion is the statutory transfers to government agencies that are on first line charges. INEC, UBEC, Pension Commission, and so on and so forth, about 12 of them like that. So they are the ones. Even when we were in at the plenary or at the committee of whole, you would have provided us the breakdown of that money that was stolen, how that the executive was spending outside the budget. That's about that one. And that secondly, no senator is giving 500 million naira for this project too. Nobody. The senator that rose up to talk about 500 million naira said some people told him, and that he now wants to come and ask the question that where is my own 500 million? If it is true that there is 500 million, and they have the right to say that, and I have that right to say that, look at me now making noise. So even if others are taking 500, I'm supposed to take extra. But there's nothing like that. There is nothing like that. There's nothing like that anywhere. And please avail yourself with the budget of Nigeria, which I'm going to make available in this newsroom, so that you can just be flipping through and monitor. Then lastly, after seeing all those, after finding out that while questions were raised, posters were put to our brother, the distinguished Senator Abdul-Nigi, it was a puff into the air that he could not substantiate, he could not stand by the allegation, which is very spurious, very ridiculous, that there was budget padding. And we find out that the only, which we think, major purpose of all those kind of fake news and fake discovery is only to cause a kind of systemic cataclysm, which was averted today. And so, by the Senate rules, which we are supposed to regulate our own conduct, legislative conduct, so the senator was suspended for 3 months, and he was even given a kind of passive parole. Passive parole. That after writing a very, very strong, pungent, cogent, and very, very acceptable letter of apology, you can now sit down and see him as a first offender in a major problem, a major averted crisis, which is supposed to snowball to a national crisis. So, for 3 months, he will be on suspension, and then he will not participate in Senate activities. Then the premises of the National Assembly will become a no-go area for that 3 months. Then the other senator, distinguished Senator Kawu, Suleiman Abdulrahman Kawu, too, was cautioned because he wanted to become an accessory after the fact of a falsehood. So, because he reposted a fake news that was circulating to the Northern Senators Forum platform and to other platforms. So because of that, because it became a kind of obnoxious courier, so he has to have some little legislative and lawful bashing. So he was to apologize indelibly for contravening that kind of a treaty of trust that is between us. So, but it will remain without being suspended. So any other time, when it does that one, it means that the punishment is only hibernating. So it will be rejuvenated, that it will be exhumed.
Harlow Mays, parliamentary advocacy and journalism redefined.